Welcome! This is Solopreneur Success Strategies, where we talk about mindset, your website, your brand, your social media marketing, your customers, how to sell to your customers, how to find your customers, how to talk about the skills and knowledge you need in your business, and free software and tools to help you save time, money, and be more productive, as well as strategy and systems here on Solopreneur Success Strategies. Welcome! Welcome. This is Jane Gardner, and welcome to Solopreneur Success Strategies. Today's show is Jill or Jack of All Trades Thursday. And so what's that all about, Jane? Well, Jill or Jack of All Trades Thursday is all about being a solopreneur and being able to be willing to learn a little bit about a lot of things, because you should always be, as a solopreneur, in control of your assets. Whether or not you have help, whether or not you farm it out to someone else, you need to be able to know what you're doing in terms of what they are doing and being able to realize that they are being successful at what they're doing. Also, you have to be able to have access to the same asset that they are having. You give them access to. So as a Jill or Jack of all trades, you have to be able to do a lot of things. But don't feel overwhelmed. You don't have to know everything. You just have to know a little bit about a lot of things. So on today's show, we usually have been talking about some of the computer software that you might want to learn about. Right now, we're talking about WordPress. We looked at HTML before, and I have an offer for you of learning some of the quick tips and tricks on how to use HTML within your WordPress website at jgtips.com/HTML. There's an offer there for training. As well, we had a look at pricing and how to price your product or service at jgtips.com/pricing. I have a training on that, on how to define your customer, know your competitors, position your product or service, and how to create a pricing strategy at jgtips.com/pricing. And of course, since we're doing WordPress, I have a WordPress training at jgtips.com/wpress, where you can learn some of the simple things about WordPress that you can use in your business and have the control of your assets, including especially your website, and being able to go inside your website in the back end and be able to make quick changes like creating a post, a page, creating a menu, etc., etc. So that's what this show is all about. As well, I have a Mindset Monday on Solopreneur Success Strategies. Tuesday is all about your brand and messaging. Wednesday is all about your customer on World Domination. Friday is all about free software and tools. Saturday is about systems to free up your time. And strategy is on Sunday, on Strategy Sunday. You can find all of my shows at my YouTube channel at jgtips.com/YouTube. Catch up there. So today's training, we're going to be talking about menus inside of a WordPress website and how to create one. So we're going to go in the back end of mine, and first we're going to delete one because I wasn't too happy with it. Now, your menus are usually dependent on your theme, so my menus will look quite different from yours because I have a paid theme that I quite enjoy. It makes things simple, and so it has quite a few features that you may not have in your WordPress website, but it just keep it in mind that it is a bit more complex because of that. So let's have a look at my website. And first off, I was going to show you what I didn't like about my website. So let's see if I can do that. Yeah, I can. I had put my Solopreneur Success Strategies in as a menu. Of course, I wanted to certainly have one link so people could find it on my website. But then I have a website link for my mindset, for my Get My Message Out Tuesday, and all my other shows all listed in here in a menu. And in the end, I put them in as posts rather than pages. These are made out of pages, so I'm going to be deleting this menu and just have one link for my Solopreneur Success Strategies so people can find out what Solopreneur Success Strategies is all about. So for those of you who don't know, you have to go into your dashboard and log in with your username and password and get to your menu and dashboard here. You can look at some of my previous shows on WordPress just to see what the dashboard is all about. But there is a listing here, which is a bit further down because of all the extras I have due to my theme. But it is under Appearance, your menus. So write that down because it's always hard to forget where it is. So you go into Menus and you open it up. And usually that's probably the only place you need to do. What a good thing to do, of course, is to have your categories all set up, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So I have a menu structure over here, and this is my home page. So let's just pull this. So it's called Menus, and you can edit your menus and you can manage the locations. And depending on your theme is whether or not you have how complex your menus become. So let's manage the locations just so you can see that. So in my theme, I have a primary menu, which is the top, and I've picked that as my top menu. And I think that's the only one I can use, actually. For other themes, you might have a choice of different locations for your menus. I have a categories menus that I could use where you pick a category for your post, and then any post with that category goes under that menu. But as you can see, I don't use it. And then I have a final menu below my footer, which actually I could probably use. So why don't we put that in and use my top menu. So let's go back and have a look at my top menu. I try and keep it simple, but my theme supports 3 menus. Your theme may support different menus. But you have to, I guess I have to, okay, you have to save it first, excuse me. So you save your changes. So always remember to save your changes when you're changing anything in your menus. And then go back to Edit Menus. So I have a top menu, it's called, and that's the one that's across the top, which is below my header. And when you're learning WordPress, there's certain words you have to learn, and one of them is header and menu and etc. So for those of you on audio, just relax and hopefully you'll learn something from listening. But if you want to check out my YouTube channel at jgtips.com, you might /YouTube, you may find it more useful. So I have a menu structure of which has home, and then group coaching, programs, and then solopreneur success strategy, and my story and contact as my basic menu. So let's just have a quick look at that. As you can see, it's home, group coaching, programs, solopreneur success strategies, my story, and where did contact go? Good question. I'm going to have to look at that. Oop, maybe it's not wide enough for it. Anyway, so we'll go back to menus. There may not be anything on my contact page, that's why it didn't show up. So from home is always a menu item that you can't edit because that you define in another location, where whether your home page is going to be your blog posts, which is what mine are, so it's consecutive blog posts, or it's just going to be a static home page, and that would be picked somewhere else within your program in your dashboard here. And then I have group coaching as a page, and you put in a label of group coaching, and then you can figure out where it comes from. So I would pick over here which page it is. So let's just first off, let's cancel that. Okay, so solopreneur success strategies I wanted to edit. So let's just open this up. So I do have a solopreneur success strategy page that I can leave, and I want to remove the other sub menus. So it's a sub item in my solopreneur success strategies, and it also has an original page of Mindset Monday, for example. So all you have to do is remove by clicking remove, and it disappears. So you open up, this is in my menu theme, but of course very similar. You can remove very easily any subcat menus that you don't want to use. And I don't want to use any of these because I just want to keep it simple. And they can go and find it by a link on my Solopreneur Success Strategies page. So there you go. So let's go and add a few pages to, or even you can even add posts to your menu. And you have settings that sometimes are just based on your theme. So you can auto add pages. So you can automatically add new top level pages to the menu for any pages that you create. I wouldn't recommend that, in that it could add a lot of pages onto your menu, and you may not need them on your menu. So I would just make sure you know how to put them onto your menu and do it yourself. So I have and then I have a primary menu, category menu, and final menu below footer. I think I turned that on, so let's click that one on. And then you always have to save your menu, so it'll save those changes of removing those subcategory submenus from my menu. And it's still going. Okay. Now, the important part over on the left, I think all themes have that, is that it will show you the recent pages that you have and the recent posts that you have that you could pick if you wanted to put on the menu, as well as custom links. You can add an HTTP link to your menu. So I'm going to just put one to my other website. POB. And excuse me, I'm going to do it to baohb.com, which is the business of at home business, so that people can go there and see what I'm all about over there as well. So I could add that to my menu. Okay, and let's see where it went. There it is at the very bottom, past contact. And it's a custom link. So let's just go and refresh this and see if it showed up, because I'm not sure why contact isn't there. It might be because it's just not wide enough. Yeah. Let's have a look. I'll just open this up. Oh, hold on. It hasn't. There, it's finished now. Let's have a look. Oh, no. There's contact. But I don't see this link because there might not be enough room for it. So we'll worry about that later. Anyway, that's what would happen. It would show up. Uh-oh, I turned myself on again. Sorry about that. I have these automatic running because that attracts your attention, and then you'll go listen to them. Is my theory. Not good theory. So anyway, let's do pages, because that's usually where you're going to do it. So you want to add a page to your menu. And as you can see, I'm running out of space, but that's okay. We'll just pretend and put one on. So let's say I wanted to add testimonials on there. Okay, so you just highlight the ones you want to put onto your menu at a time. You don't have to do them all at once. And then some of them won't show up, so you can search for them. Anyway, so you add to the menu, and it goes to the bottom of your menu. Okay, but then we're going to go and put it as a sub-menu. So you can drag and drop it, which is quite nice. So let's put it under my story. So my story would be the top level, and then testimonials would be the sub-level menu. I don't know if I've created it. Yeah, I must have a page for that. Oh, yeah, and I should probably put my terms of use on here, and my privacy, and my earnings, and my not my testimonials. Oh yeah, no, that's to do with legal stuff about testimonials. So we're going to add these to the menu as well. So maybe I should put them under, I should put them under my story, but we'll put them there for now, just so that you can see them. So you put them, and those will all be sub to your My Story, and then you have to save the menu and make it go circle around. And then let's have a look and see if it showed up. Because what's so great about WordPress is it's almost instantaneous, any change that you make. And what that means, of course, that you can change it back again if it didn't work. So where do we put it? We put it in My Story, and there we are. There's testimonials, there's earnings, there's terms of use. And I've turned that on again. Sorry about that. Hello, go away. There we go. So there we go. That was easy, wasn't it? Making a menu. So really, it's just a matter of designing your menu. So all you do is click on it, and that will probably have the legal information about testimonials. Yeah, results disclosure. So that's actually some official stuff that I should actually have on the website. So there you go. I'll probably move it over under contact. So that's about all I'm going to do for menus. Now, I just showed you how to delete them, and I showed you how to add some menus within my theme. And it's very similar. You just drag and drop your sub-menus into your menu. It's just a matter of first you have to create the pages or the posts and put them in that list, and then move them over and add them to the menu. So yeah, that's simple. So there you go. There's another thing to do in WordPress. I think we're up to 4 weeks so far, so I'm not sure if we'll do any more on WordPress. And we'll see. I'll have to have a look. I think we've done enough for WordPress for now. But if you've watched the ones on how to create a page, how to create a post, how to do a menu, how to add a plugin, the only other ones you'd really need would be how to add an image and how to, create a nice looking post. Actually, I think I did that in Create a Post. Anyway, you can right now, if you can get into your dashboard, you know how to do a few things in WordPress, which is awesome because then you can also be in control of your assets and keep everything up to date there and add posts and pages. Thank you for listening. This is Jane Gardner, and please subscribe, comment, and like over on YouTube. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. This has been Jane Gardner at Solopreneur Success Strategies. Please go and subscribe at jgtips.com/programs, and also to find out about other programs as well over at jgtips.com/programs. And over there we have a free mindset magazine for you to check out at jgtips.com/mindset offer. So welcome. Thanks for listening. And I hope to see you again here tomorrow, as this is a 7-day-a-week show on mindset, your customer, getting your message out on social media and on your website, talking about strategies, talking about business systems, talking about all kinds of things, including the skills that you need as a solopreneur. So please come back and subscribe at jgtips.com/programs. Thank you.